and welcome to the very new season of the Standpoint for the year 2016. And welcome to our newly sexed up studio. Well, I told you latter part of last year that for 2016, our theme is the responsible woman. Yes, we have to be very, very responsible as a women. We need to own our destinies, our purpose, our passion, our aim, our family, our society, our country. We need to be responsible. But hey, today is a fun-filled program. 22nd of January 2016, I met up with some friends of mine. We had a conversation, and that conversation you need to hear. Guess what we talked about? Our topic for discussion that day was, now that you are married. So today is going to be fun, and you don't want to miss it. Let me say thank you to GTP New Style for my cloth. Yes, today what I'm wearing is New Style. And I'd like to say thank you to Aligina Makeover. Paba Cosmetics provides us with a makeup product. And of course, Ophelia Crossland Design Source for me. We take a break. When we come back. Now that you are married, we'll be back. Welcome back. Well, as I told you earlier, on the 22nd of January, a day before my birthday, I met up with my sisters and we had lots of fun, good discussion, good advice that I'm sure you can benefit from as well. But Charlie, don't take too much. It's meant for me. You know what I'm saying? My name is Gifty Auntie, and this is the Standpoint. Thank you to
Goel Good Energy, Fortune Rice, the right rice.
Vital, making life memorable.
This program is also aired on ABN on Sky Channel 235, which is across Western Europe, parts of Canada and Asia. Our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, is powered by Dream Over. And I have sister one here, right in front of me, seated opposite me. You see how she's seated? Miss Prom and Proper.
Oh, Charlie.
You should see her shoe. Yeah. Adam Naite, host of Home Affairs on Joy FM, producer, Drive Time, Ultimate Health, Joy FM as well. So she produces Drive Time and Ultimate Health on Joy FM. But she is the Adam Naite of Home Affairs. And somebody says, wow. Yes, it's her. It's you.
Unofficial production assistant for...
Yeah, that's my opinion. That's my opinion, you know, for that. Good to have you on the Standpoint.
Good to be here.
And what a day to debut on the Standpoint. You know.
And you just decided to showcase me, but
you
it's
see,
fine.
For the love of her sister now.
I know, right?
And next to her is the Madam Jigwe herself. That's her. Kwakwi Salome. Kwakwi is a presenter and content producer at Varsat One. Good to have you on the Standpoint.
Great to be here.
Yeah. And you've got stuff to tell me.
You're married. Let's go to we'll talk.
Well, next to Kwakwi, I have Aretha York Sabing. She's a brand manager, Maybelline, New York. Good to have you here.
Good to be here. Love being here.
Okay. Aretha, how long have you been married?
Barely 2 years.
Barely 2 years.
Yeah.
Kwakwi, 5 years. Adam.
11 years.
Whoa. Ask me. 3 months.
Congratulations again.
3 months, 2 years, 5 years, 11 years. Okay, now I better shut up and listen. Various stages of marriage, huh?
Yeah.
Adam.
Okay, I think
You should start by telling us what the 3 months has been like.
It's been fun. It's been exciting. Yeah. You know, I'm learning. I made this comment somewhere and people didn't understand, but I'm learning to be a wife.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm learning.
Nobody ever arrives
finish
there.
learning.
You never finish learning?
No. Each stage brings new
It's a
things.
continuous process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even those who
You
are
have
30, 40 years
milestones, but
in
you
marriage are
move.
still learning.
Exactly. You know.
Exactly. Life is a learning, process. So everything about life, you keep learning. But yes, I'm sure you have also heard people say that
plenty.
the problems will come and the issues will follow. But you see, I say this all the time to start with, that there is no one size fit all, approach to the situations we have. Different strokes for different folks. But again, it's what you want yours to be. You want to have, a beautiful marriage from beginning to start. Yes, agreed. There will be challenges. You have different backgrounds, so you will disagree. But definitely, you can have a beautiful relationship. I strongly believe in that. 11 years, yes. I've been 3 months.
Yes. You've been 2 years. You've been 5 years.
Add all of us together, it still doesn't add up to yours. Oh no, let's stop this now. I'd say that. Well, it's been like that. It's topsy-turvy. You have smooth roads sometimes, it's bumpy sometimes, but at the end of it, I keep saying, it is how you want it to be. Once you have a plan from the beginning, and you keep reminding each other that this is the plan we have, this is how we started off, and this is where we are looking at going, and you hold each other's hand through it. I want to believe that it can work. It's about the two of you.
Right.
So if you don't want it to work, it's about the two of you. Nobody will come from anywhere to come and destroy your home.
Yeah.
Nobody will come from anywhere and come and tell you that pack out of your home. No. Nobody will come from anywhere and come and teach you how you should build your home. It is what you want, what he wants, what you both want, that you will have to keep working at. The road will be bumpy, but you can always make it beautiful.
Kokwe.
Yes.
It will be bumpy, but you always...
Oh yeah, you ride the bumps in various ways.
I love this girl.
But there are two of you, and even as individuals, we go through life challenges, we change as we grow. Right. So imagine two people who have lived their separate lives, who have their own habits, their own backgrounds, their own everything, coming together now to live together and build a life together. There are going to be some instances where you'll have to learn to compromise, or you'll agree to disagree. It happens. It will come. It's expected. And I don't think anyone should expect anything else from you, or to expect that to diminish in you either, because that's you. That's how he met you. That's how he married you. So why would somebody expect that after marriage, all of a sudden, Gifty should change? I don't agree with that. I think that's how he knew and met you. And that's probably what he appreciates about you. You never truly know somebody until you live with them for an extended period of time. So when people are dating and courting and you think, oh, he's so fantastic, oh, he's so wonderful, oh, he's such a gentleman, oh, he dresses so well. Wait till you live together and see how he leaves this there, whatever.
No,
that's how men are. I mean, it's fine.
Really? Is that how they live things?
Well, I mean, not all men. Maybe not all men.
But most of them.
Oh, so they have to keep picking after them. I mean, but you get, they know you learn which battles to fight, what things that are not worth even talking about. You learn as you go along. You learn what you can handle, what you can deal with, what you need to have a conversation about, and then keep it moving, or what you need to.
So sometimes you just because there are times that I feel like, listen, no, he has to know, he has to stop this. He has to know I don't like this one. No,
you can say, but sometimes it won't stop. So then that's when you decide for yourself, okay, is this really worth me getting upset over? No. Let me just okay, he doesn't like shutting things. I'll shut it. I'll just shut it and keep it moving. It's not the end of the world. He doesn't. I've said it 10 times. It's a habit. It's not. No, and it's not a life-threatening situation. It's not anything to really get upset over.
I think most of the time it's even our own pettiness that bring these
things up.
There are times when I fuss about something and he just doesn't see the point. like, you're looking for the scissors. You found the scissors.
Yes.
Doesn't matter where it was, you know. Must we keep it here? If you found it, use it. And I'm also coming from a home where everything has to be where it's supposed to be. So I'm also frustrated. So just keep the scissors here. Why should it? But then it's like they're saying, it's a lot of compromise. There's change, but it shouldn't change who you are. But then definitely the situation has changed. So you have to compromise and adjust to suit the situation. But then it shouldn't also take you from, like I said already, change you from who you are. And that's one thing that really helps. It helps with if there are two individuals. You're two individuals. You've lived your life. He's lived his life. You're coming together. It's the blend of the individuality that gives you that smooth mix. That makes it nice. That is why I keep saying I can never marry me. I look at me and the way I am, and I'm like, how do you even marry me? Because I don't want to marry me. I want to marry my husband. And so it's a blend. And that's for me, now that you're married, compromise. You need a stomach full of patience. So. You do. You do.
And tolerance.
And loads and loads and loads of that.
It's not that scary.
And Nana needs it too. No, not scary per se, but like she said, you should choose your battles. And there are things that before, when I was 3 months old, look at me talking like I'm married for 20 years. In the beginning, I always used to be petty about everything. Why didn't you use a coaster? Why didn't you keep the glass in the bar? Why didn't you cover the stove? Why didn't you clean the stove after cooking? Why didn't you do this? Like she said. So after a while, I just realized, okay, he likes to cook. Let him cook. When he's done cooking, I like to clean. I'll go and clean. That's all. I won't say anything again. So I'm choosing my battles, unless it's something that I think it's argument worthy. Or something that I think, okay, I can't accept this. Or something that I think, okay, we should work on this together. Meet me halfway. I can't be this person you want me to be, but try and meet me halfway because I'm meeting you halfway. Then we sit and talk.
That topic, let me take a break and come back, because then you need to talk, you need to communicate, you need to converse. What if the person doesn't like talking? And if you're watching the standpoint is supported by Matilda Hood Couture, MHC. They take care of my bidding needs, and they did this beautiful piece here. Beautiful. You should see the things they can do with car tires and wood and stuff like that. Amazing. They are trade fair. When you go there, you get them. Thank you to Go God Yogurt and Awake Purified Water, produced by Casapreco Company Limited. Matamis gives us the port. Cake Techniques. They make sure that we get some snacks to, nib on when we are having a recording. And Mac Catering Services feeds us. Yep, cleaning services make sure that the environment is clean, so that maybe I'll learn that when my office is clean, when I get home and it's not clean, I have to clean. We'll take a short break. We'll be back. Welcome back. This program is also supported by
Goil, good energy. Fortune Rice, the right rice.
Vital, making life memorable.
They sponsor this program. Adam, the C word, converse, communicate. It's very important in marriage. What if the man you're married to doesn't like talking?
Get him to talk. Get him to talk. How did he woo you?
Those ones that when he comes in, they know what to say.
Yeah, so he can talk. So get him to say something. Before we get to that, one of the things that you also have to be looking forward to, I'm sure you are doing it already, is yielding. How? Okay. You used to make all decisions, for yourself. And there's no consultation. But now you will have to make decisions in consultation with him. So, and that I know is quite difficult. Yeah, everyone.
Everything.
Every one of them. Which ones do you want to keep for yourself?
Yeah.
Because at the end of it all, it affects the two of you.
Yeah.
I think last week Saturday, my show, we talked about work and family life balance among women. And sometimes we feel like this is our lives and we have to live it the way we want, and they will have to fit in.
Yeah.
Sometimes we create the whole problems for ourselves. You will have to make sure they understand your purpose and what you want. That's the way, and that's where the communication comes in.
Right.
This man should know. They know. He knows. That's all. Before you became our Gifty, it's a very busy woman. We came in, you were changing from one to the other, and you're very busy. But you have accepted that he should be a part of your life. So will you continue to say that you have to understand that I'm busy and continue to be busy? No, you will have to step on the brakes at a point in time.
Let me go to Kokoye and come back to how do you maintain the me in the marriage? Have the me time, the times that you don't want to talk, you want to be alone, you want to go somewhere. How do you manage that? Is it possible to still keep that in a marriage?
Your me time, it's possible, but once you got married, you kind of let go of me and became we. It doesn't mean you're not an individual person anymore, but you got married. So there's another person in your life, whether you like it. Obviously, you like it because you got married. So that other person is there. So at no point in time can you exclude their thoughts or their feelings from what you want to do. So even if it is me time that you want, I think there's still a conversation that has to be had for the other person to understand that you want the me time and why you want the me time and what the me time is for.
Right.
Is it that you want me time to go and get spruced up and pampered and have a day at a spa? Why not? He probably will even say, hey, here, I'll pay for it. Go and do it, if you need that. Is it that you want me time to go and hang with your girlfriends because you haven't seen them in a while? Hey, once in a while, why not? Yeah, you've got friends. Go and hang out. But is it, I want to go and sit in a room on my own and meditate because I have problems?
I want to go to the bedroom. I want to sit in the living room and I want to be by myself because I have problems.
Because
I have to think about it.
Then that one, we need to talk.
When there's a misunderstanding or there's a fight, who should give in?
That's a tough one. But not too tough. I always say you should give in. But you personalizing the issue. I've asked myself that big why a lot of times. I'm like, why should I be the one to give in? But then again, someone has to give in. So why not you two?
Is it because you are the woman?
No, not at all. It's not because you are the woman. I think marriage is an equal partnership. You need a man and a woman to be in a marriage. So my husband is the one that keeps saying, apart from the genitals that separates the woman, he doesn't see what is for the woman and what is for the man. At the end of the day, it's teamwork. So what I will bring to the table and whatever he will bring to the table for us to win and move forward, he's willing to do that. So it's not because I am the woman, but it's because I am a woman that wants a beautiful marriage. And some of these things, it's like a canker.
Because I am a woman that wants a beautiful marriage.
Exactly.
So I'll be the peacemaker.
And even with that mentality,
my husband will feed on this thing.
Even with that, my husband is still largely the peacemaker.
Okay.
Even though I want to make peace and I don't want to drag things too far, he's always the one to always, stop the fight before it gets nasty. Because it's the fanning of the fire that makes it bigger. If you have small fire and you put it out, there was fire and there's no more fire. But if you keep adding more air, then you make it grow and then it can destroy things.
By all means, give in as the woman, but you will have to let the person understand what your stand is. I don't like this, and say it nicely, but let the person understand that this is your position on this, and you let it go. But when you say, and then you just let it be, it's eating you up. One day you'll explode, and that's where the problems will come. So let them understand what your stand is, and then, work it out nicely and move on. So,
So it is doable. While you're watching the Standpoint Gifty, now that you are married, the advice, I'm sure lots of people listening are also taking bits and pieces in there. There will also be some who are saying that, they don't even know, but hey, you can't win all the time. As Adam says, well, it's all up to you. How you, yes. My auntie used to say, The Standpoint is sponsored by Anointed Electrical Engineering Services and NST Chemists, producers of anti-Mary Gripe water. Thank you to GTP New Style. Thank you to Matames. They give us the port. Gogot Yogurt. Thank you to Awake Purified Water, produced by Casapreco Company Limited. Aligina Makeover takes care of my makeup need, and the makeup product is from Paba Cosmetics. Ophelia Crossland designs those for me, and MHC takes care of my BD needs. We take a break. When we come back, we'll get to my favorite part, and I'm sure every married woman's favorite part. We will be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. Now that you're married, I've had teens, okay. Premarital counseling is good, but postmarital counseling too is very good, eh?
Yeah.
Because the premarital, I don't think we listen to anything here.
No. What, busy preparing for the wedding?
Busy,
Sure?
so.
Yeah, it wasn't the wedding.
What?
I was busy waiting for the wedding night. When will it come? Finish your plenty talking. On the night. That was what I was
talking about the wedding night.
Yeah.
So 11 years.
Yeah.
Yes. How many wedding nights has she had?
Yes.
How do you keep it spicy and nice and everything in the bedroom? But is it really a big deal, like sex in marriage?
Huh?
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, you should see the look on your own face.
It is a big deal. I was just going to ask if I should say it all.
Say it all. Yes. This is the Standpoint. Feminists, we say that we've suffered. You also have your show. We've suffered as women. Women have suffered for too long because we've been hush-hushed about sex.
Talk. Well, it's important. It's key.
Yeah.
And that often we say that, it is the man who has to be taken care of when it comes to sex. Women don't do that. But you see, there are some women too who are really very active, and their husbands are sleeping. And that is also not good enough. But by and large, it is very key. And you see, just as you wouldn't want to be eating rice and kontomire or banku or akpala and ababitadi every day. Your sex life shouldn't be same every day.
Some people like their fufu every day.
But I'm sure he won't eat the fufu with the same kind of soup and the same kind of fish or meat every day. There definitely will be a change somewhere. So yes, everybody knows that, this is sex. It has to be between man and woman. Yes, so that is what you know. It's like Gifty said, it's one of the topics that we all shy away from. We don't usually talk about.
But it's so important.
I mean, even me till now, right? Sometimes when you hear people say certain things, you go like, ooh. You're wondering, should you be saying this? But that is the reality.
Yeah.
If you don't know it, you have to learn it. You have to ask questions. And it depends on what you're asking the questions. Ask from the right places and know the right things. Now, there's a lot of information out there. And so we will need to arm ourselves with information. Yeah. The last time I mentioned that if you're a woman and your husband goes out to sleep with some other woman, and you are the reason, then shame on you. and I'm saying it again, shame on you.
Yeah. If you are the reason, meaning that you don't give your husband sex.
You are the one who is always saying, I'm tired. You are the one who is not trying to, be creative about it and make it interesting. Then shame on you.
But when you're tired, you're tired.
No, I said always.
Always, okay.
Yeah.
Always. Because some people are always saying that they are tired.
Actually, when it comes to they're tired, I don't get it. Because you have 10 hours to refresh, 12, 16 hours to refresh, and revitalize. So what is tired? There's work tired when my mind is tired and I can't. But this is not work. That is not. I know.
No, me. I'm listening to this one with amusement because when she says she doesn't know what tired is. Okay, no, you have one cute little baby girl.
Yeah.
And then how many kids do you have? 4. I have 3 strong young boys. I'm waiting for you to be tired.
Okay, then
when the time will come. But it won't be all the time. It's not all the time.
Hang on, but I use children. Yes, you get worked up with taking care of children, but you see, I still believe that when it comes to that, okay.
When it comes to what?
When it comes to sex. You have been married for 3 months, so you're still, getting into the rhythm of it. Yeah. But 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, by this time you should know what works and what doesn't work, and always try to work around it. I think it's not fair when seriously, like, you're the woman and you are in the mood, and that's when your man is telling you that, oh, I'm tired. And then same way when but you see, you should expect it. You should know. And I think that's where we have the problems, where you live with a person, these things happen. You always have to make room for it somehow. The unexpected or the spontaneous ones are even, very interesting. And we are always saying that, I'm tired, let's wait till dawn. Of course, if for a very good reason you're unable to, you should still find ways of soothing the person. Don't just throw them off. Some women do that. Right. Some of the stories we hear, it's heartbreaking. So don't be the reason your man is going out. Let him go out and let the trouble be on his head. Yes. But you shouldn't be the reason. That's what I believe. After 11 years, I told you the other day. I mean, when it still happens, you are told, say, what's it? Hey, you go, girl! You know that you go, girl. You still got your game on. Not saying. You know what I'm saying? Not me. So
when it comes to you there, I'm giving you there. We haven't said anything. We'll come back to you. Kokwi?
Yes, dear. Oh, here. Yes, what would you like to know?
Yeah, how to spice it up.
Oh, do we have, what time is it? How to spice, that one that's another show.
I tell you, I've had 10 shows.
Cherry. No, but you have to keep it interesting. Because for some reason, people think women are not sexual beings. Or in our society, when you talk about sex, you always focus on the men. Forgetting that, Charlie, we have needs too.
Thank you.
And some women have higher sex drives than some men. So you end up suffering if you're with a partner who cannot meet your sex drive or who cannot meet your desires. And I think it's a crushing thing for somebody. It really can be stifling and suffocating. And like you said, it's a big deal in marriage. So people shouldn't try and shut it away in some corner like, oh, you don't talk about sex. Talk about it. Talk, make noise about it if you have to. Especially with your partner. Who else? I mean, that's the person you share your bed with. That's the person you're intimate with. And intimate is a very important word because it means the person knows the ins and outs of you, the deep crevices of your being. The person has explored every, has been in and out of the, So you can't brush it aside. You have to, and I think it takes work too sometimes to spice it up. So do research, experiment, talk about what you like, what you would like to try. Maybe your partner wants to try something, but he's not sure if you go for it. So he's been keeping it hidden. But if you express things that you like, you may be surprised if you exchange notes. The person might try something new. Hopefully you won't scare him away with what you want to do. But no, intimacy, it's so important. It's so important. even just talking about it can get you,
Sister AAA. I'll explain the AAA to you later. In fact, you are the AAA team. Triple A team.
Therefore,
I tell you, sister, sex in marriage.
Oh, thank you. It means I still got it. Sex in marriage. It is extremely important. It's such a big deal that it scares me. Because, every man can have anybody else cook their meal or wash their clothes or clean their house. But I listened to Adam on one of her shows, and I think, is it her or somebody said, I'm yet to meet a man that goes to his friend and says, oh, Charlie, Atayo can't sleep with my wife for me. That has never happened.
Never.
That would never happen. That shows how important.
Some crazy people do it. Anyway.
Well, that's why they're crazy.
Wife swaps. Yeah. Swingers. Yeah, thank you. I said the swingers.
It's a game.
Oh, people swap themselves.
Those ones are mine anyway.
That's crazy, like you said, you rightly said, it's crazy. You don't call someone to help you sleep with your wife. So it's or your husband.
Right.
I know I'm not calling anyone to be my husband.
No way.
No way.
Never.
No. It shall never happen.
Amen to
not
that.
in this life, in a million lives to come.
Amen, sister.
It shall never happen. So it's very important. But when you talk about it, people shy away from it. And in our society, especially the women, we've been trained to be quiet. We've been trained not to talk about sex, because when you talk about it, you're a bad girl. When you tell the man what you want and what you know, because like Kokwi was saying, you research. Of course, not the hardcore ones, but there's Kama Sutra. They're very, very educational sex programs and materials out there that you can read and try to experiment, talk it over. It's very important. Spice it up. Like she's saying, I'm only contemporary every day. Who wants? You might even develop allergies for contemporary. And then
Mr. Sabe.
He knows how much trouble he is in.
You have suffered. In fact, and Mr. Salome.
But Mr. Sabe has got game.
Mr. Hansen.
Mr. Hansen.
So Miss Salome, my husband is
Mr. Hansen. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Hansen.
Mr. Hansen.
Mr. Hansen. Mr. Knight.
What happens is
11 years.
11 years.
He's put in the work, man.
That's one thing that keeps all of these working for me. It has to be friendship. And this takes us back to when you're courting and when you're dating. You will have to be friends with a person to be able to talk sex with a person. When we took the break, I was saying that there are some people who are in very formal marriages. Sometimes I wonder how that works. You can't talk about anything. I mean, if sex has to happen, it has to be in the night. The lights are out, and there's no talking. You just lie down. Someone is touching you. You open up, and it happens, and everything ends there. I wonder how people survive in those kind of marriages. But you will have to work hard at building the friendship in your relationship, carry it on to marriage. That is the only way.
Well, thank you very much. Normally, I do a bit of me, but today, for a bit of me, I have something. Well, when I was coming, I told you that my husband loves, this company. Because when you say the chief, they do massaging. So he gave me, for a birthday treat, a bottle of champagne. That we should pop the champagne. Who's going to pop it? You have to hold it. He said you have to hold it 45 degrees so that it doesn't spill.
You've gone through the lessons.
Thank you. Okay. So, in conclusion, let me say, so it's possible to keep your marriage fresh and happy and love it.
Absolutely. And in conclusion, I'm sure viewers out there, some
people might be there thinking, look at them, they don't know what they're talking about. Especially me, look at, she's married for only 2 years. She's sitting there blabbing and she doesn't know what she's talking about. I'll just like to say that too much information doesn't hurt anyone. And we are here sharing experiences. I really hope that all marriages would be happy and everybody in marriages would love their husbands and we'll all live in peace, find a way to resolve our issues and not look for the negativity.
Woo! I actually did it. I didn't spell it. I got it.
And so, Gifty, now that you're married, be married.
Stay married.
Be happy.
Yes.
Stay married.
Okay.
Be friends with your husband. Communicate. Sex a lot. It's important.
Amen, sister.
And don't lose yourself.
Okay.
Your individuality is very important.
Right.
But also, like Adam rightly said, compromise. No, you use a word that I really want to use.
You will have to learn to adjust.
You learn to adjust. You learn to adjust and then also work together. But the key words are communication, friendship, and sex.
Key words: communication, friendship, and sex. Okay. Kokui?
All I want to say is this conversation has inspired me to advise single people that when you're dating and your significant other likes to eat the same thing every day, watch out. Because it may transfer to other areas of your marriage. Okay. But in all seriousness, now that you're married, enjoy yourself. Make the most of it. You and Nana enjoy yourselves. And listen, somebody who wants to say, look, Aretha's only been married 2 years. She's making the best of her 2 years.
Yes.
I'm making the best of my 5. You're making the best of your 11.
Yep.
You're making the best of your 3 months and counting. The point is, live in the moment. Love each other. And when you love the person you're with as much as you love yourself, on that note, cheers. Cheers.
Adam, what about, is there something wrong in praising your husband, making your husband feel good publicly?
No, whoever said
you know, how do you say that? Hail your husband.
Whoever said
There's everything right with
They said you don't know men. You know, now when you do that and then he does something or he offends you or cheats on you.
You know your husband.
Their husbands are not praiseworthy.
Yeah.
If your husband is not praiseworthy, then well, that's your problem. But if you have a husband who understands you, if Gifty has a husband like Nana, and she won't praise him, Nala, someone else will praise him for you.
Cheap already, they are calling him cheap with a swag.
Yeah, I mean,
so I have to call him cheap with a super swag.
I don't like showing him because he's a cool dude. He's a handsome guy. He knows it. Oh, they have argued too much. But of course, yes, praise your husband when you have to praise him. And there are some men who don't like the PDA, the public display of affection. If your husband is the type, you should know your husband. If he's the type who doesn't like it, give him what he likes. Give him what will bring him on, and keep giving it to him. So yes, now that you're married, enjoy your marriage. To so many years. Many years of enjoyment for as long as you live with Nana, enjoy your marriage, be friends, continue to be friends. It's beautiful. There are things you can say to your friends that sometimes you can't even say to your brother. And so if your husband is your friend, then you know that the conversation is a no-holds-barred one. You can always talk about everything. Give him sex.
And for you, the young ladies in there, it's for marriage. It's for marriage. Don't let the boyfriends do things that only your husbands are allowed to do. You have fun, but be careful. Be careful. But as all of them said, we are all different. don't look at somebody's marriage and model your marriage after that.
Say that again.
Learn from it, something applied, but enjoy your marriage. Thanks to everybody who contributed to my project, the Award Danswa Reading Project. Thank you so much. We are going to open a library at Edumasa for the children at Edumasa and surrounding villages. So it's not too late. You can still bring a storybook or two, and we'll love and appreciate it. Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Oh, dear Gifty, I would answer. Auntie. Happy birthday to